Hi guys, this is Christina or Critter Kid 12 on YouTube, and I just thought I would stop in and show you what I've been working on this week and share a few things. I think it was last week or the week before. The lighting in this thing is really weird. And there's Carmen back there. She has been itching a lot lately. Doesn't have fleas, but she has to wear a cone. We just recently got her on some prescription dog food, and maybe that'll help. Maybe she's got food allergies. We don't know why she's itching, so she has to wear a cone. So here's Carmen. Today's been a really weird kind of one of those days. It's Friday, the 21st, I believe. And it's the Friday before Thanksgiving. And it feels like a Monday. Just one of those days it just feels like a Monday. Yeah. Anyways, last week I watched Cynthia I Am She's video. I think it was last week. I love her. She's completely just, I don't know, just every time I watch her videos, it's something funny to make you smile. And in her video, she filled her bathtub up with yarn and books that she liked. So I thought that I would share things that I've done knitting and crocheting, and then I would share some of my favorite books. So here goes. This is, if you're friends with me on Facebook, I don't do Twitter or Instagram or anything like that, but I do share pictures on Facebook, and I've been working on my knitting, and I'm getting better at my decreases and my ribbing. So lighting in here is not so great. It is a charcoal gray, kind of looks blue in the picture, but it's a charcoal gray and like a pale yellow. And I cut my hair, and haven't quite figured out style wise. Usually I wear it up in a ponytail, but lately I've been wearing my knit hats, and that kind of helps my wild hair stay where it's supposed to be. Anyways, and today for some reason, I don't know, it's been one of those weird moods. Like I said, it's been one of those weird days. And for some reason, I looked on Ravelry, and I looked at YouTube, or not YouTube, Google for pictures, and Pinterest, because I look at Pinterest a lot. It's one of those addictive things that you just get on and you just pin everything. Because it's like yarn. You go to the store and you're like, oh, that is so interesting. I have to have that. And I kind of get that way on Pinterest. I can get going. Anyways, and today I saw a turkey hat. Not a turkey like, gobble gobble, but a different kind of turkey. It's not finished yet. It's work in progress. I'm sure before Thanksgiving. Not that I'm going anywhere, but it'll be fun to wear after Thanksgiving. I still have one more turkey leg to do. I'm gonna put it on my head. But does that not look like a chicken leg or a turkey leg? Yeah. And then I don't know how, I just looked at a picture and just kind of went with it. And I'm going to put another turkey leg on the side and then do like the wings part of it. I don't know. I haven't figured that out yet. But those will be towards the front. Is that not hilarious or what? Anyways, I'll post pictures on Facebook and then show everybody when in another video or whatever what it looks like when it's finished. But yeah, it's kind of, I don't know, one of those weird things that I've always wanted to do, and this year just decided to jump and do it. So yeah, and thought I'd join the tea bandwagon. Not drinking any special tea, just your regular Lipton tea. But everybody, I don't know, seems like they always have something, either coffee or tea, to drink when they're making their videos. So having a cup of tea. It's rainy outside right now, and it's almost 60 degrees. Yeah. And a few of my friends that live in different states, they live here, but they used to live in different states. They're all like, I wish I lived somewhere where it wasn't always a 90% chance of rain. And my thought to that is, I live in Oregon. Get used to the rain. You live here, that's what it does. That's why everything's green and beautiful. You know, it may rain a little bit, but there's not much snow, and the sun comes out, and you know, there's animals and wildlife, and it's beautiful. And you live in Oregon. It rains. Get over it. If you don't like it, go somewhere else. I don't want to live in Texas. I don't want to live in Arizona. I don't want to live anywhere where it's hot. It doesn't really snow here. We live, about 2 hours from the ocean, about an hour and a half from the mountains, which is where you can go to the snow. And, you know, where I live, there's not really anything here. There's trees, and people cut down trees in the logging industry, and that's what my dad did, and my husband used to haul wood chips and you know, bring them to the mills, and they'd make toilet paper. Yeah, so water makes trees and oxygen for the people, and people make carbon dioxide, and yeah, whole science, circle of life kind of thing. We need water and snow, so we have water during the summer when it's not really that hot in Oregon. But anyway, sorry for the tangent. But one of my friends got on Facebook, and they're like, I hate the rain. I hate the rain. And it's like, is that all you're going to do is complain about the rain? It's not cold rain. It's a warm rain. It's not really stormy out. It's just wet. And you get wet going into your car. Put a coat on. Yeah. She also doesn't like the fact that you have to pump your own gas. I think Oregon's one of the only, well, I don't know, there might be another state that you have to pump your own gas. Which, I think if I got to pump my own gas, or no, you don't get to pump your own gas. But I think if I got to pump my own gas, that I'd get out of the gas station a whole lot quicker. And I wouldn't have to wait there forever. Why 20 other people had to wait for the one gas attendant. You know, there's like 2 or 3 islands. And, you know, the poor guy's running around like chicken with its head cut off trying to, you know, take care of everybody. And I pump my own gas. I'd really like to pump my own gas, because I'd be able to get where I needed to go. But Oregon is one of those states where you can't pump your own gas. And it employs a lot of people, and, you know, a lot of people would be out of business if we didn't have that, but I wouldn't mind. Yeah. So She kind of enjoys that somebody pumps her gas. Yeah. She was from like Kansas or Texas or I don't know, some other state that you have to pump your own gas. I wouldn't mind. Yeah. Anyways, it's raining outside. Not too hard though, but it's almost 60. So it's not snowing. Yeah. Because I'm not a cold person. I don't like the cold. But I don't like the heat either. Sometimes I say to some people, I'm like a fish. I need water to breathe. If I went to Texas or Arizona during the summertime, or my grandma used to live in upstate New York, and it gets pretty humid there, I had to be in the bathroom a lot with the water running to put moisture in the air so I could breathe. Yeah, I love the rain. Sitting on the porch, watching it rain. Not yarn related at all, but my channel's not really about yarn. It's about me. Like I said, one of those weird days. Anyways, Cynthia I Am She last week, I think I already said this, but this is like the third time I've done this video. Did a video. She brought all of her yarn, or some of her yarn, and a lot of the books that she reads, and put them in her bathtub, and then like got in the bathtub with the books. That would be something I would so do. Yeah, I could like those, I don't know, I'm saying, you like, I know, and a lot, but yeah. Anyways, there's that word again. And share some books that I like. And I'm into science, or not science fiction. Oh, what is it? Fantasy. Yeah, into fantasy and history and weird kind of stuff. So there you go. My books. And I apologize if I'm going too fast, but I'm, oops, upside down. Running out of time. Because I'm not sure if I really like this one. Very interesting book. And this is a series. I haven't read all of them, but I like them. And this one's a really good book. It's a history. Not really like it's a nonfiction, or not a nonfiction, but it's a fiction book. It's kind of cool. And I'm into creatures. Haven't read this series yet, but it seems pretty interesting. And I'm one of the people that I like to read the books before I watch the movies. I didn't do that with the Harry Potter series, but I did most of the Harry Potter books before the movies came out, because the picture that I have in my head was way scarier than any of the movies, because I'm weird like that. And I enjoyed these books, as you can kind of tell by my username and I'm into critters, and a lot of the books that I have are have creature characters in them. I apologize if I'm going too fast, but YouTube, I'm not sure exactly how long they let me do my videos. Carmen got a hold of this one. This one's a really cool one. Kind of like the freaky, scary. So yeah, that's what I've been working on. And hopefully I don't have to edit this too much. But yeah, so now I'm gonna do like chit chat and what I've been up to. So if you're not interested in that, bye. Have a great day. Wonderful weekend. God bless you. A while back, I went and I got my CNA license, and where's that hat? My hair is driving me nuts. I went and got my CNA license, and I worked at a retirement center for about 3 months. And then I tried to get a job at our local veterans hospital. And I got an interview, and I thought the interview went well. And I waited, and I waited, and I waited. It was, let's see, I think my interview was like the 17th of September. And I just found out that I didn't get the job like at the beginning of November or at the very tail end of August. And that's a long time to not be employed and not know whether you got a job or not. Because you don't want to go looking for another job and then you get this job that you had an interview for, and then you have to decide which one you want to do. So I was unemployed and waiting. And I didn't get the job. I guess since I only had 3 months of experience as a CNA, or 3 months experience as a licensed CNA, that there were other people that were more qualified for me than I was. So I'm like, okay. Not that I'm going to give up my CNA license or that kind of thing. So I decided to go back to driving school bus. And about 8 years ago, in 2006, I think that's 8 years ago. Anyways, I drove school bus for a local contractor that was really close to where I lived, and drove school bus. That's where I started driving school bus. And so I'm back driving school bus for them. And so, yeah, back to driving school bus and hanging out with little kids and picking them up from school and bringing them home. And bus full of little kids for, about an hour, 45 minutes in the afternoon. And in the mornings, they're kind of tired. And then high school kids and that kind of thing. So, just waiting around until God tells me what he wants me to do, been knitting and crocheting. I just recently gave, I don't know how many hats. Most of the hats I showed in my last video. And probably really every hat that I make isn't necessarily for me. I when I first make them, they're for me, and I wear them, but eventually, I make more hats, and they all go to my a church that's close to where I live. They do like a community charity drive, and this year they did. They filled shoe boxes with things for local foster kids, and so I brought a bunch of the hats that I made, or all the ones that I had, and they put those in the boxes. And this one's probably going to head that direction too. All of my, I think there might be one or two hats, my school bus hat and my Beavers hat, hats like that I specifically made for myself, that I don't know whether I can duplicate or not. But all the hats that I have, that I wear, that I've made, in some way, go to charity, to that charity. And, I believe that knitting and crocheting is, a gift that God made me, and I need to share it with others. I have had craft fairs that I've done to try to make money, and people have asked me to make things and wanting to pay me and that kind of thing. And I just feel that I'd rather make it and give it to somebody, just to make them smile or for a gift or just because. Because I think that's what God wants. And, I enjoy doing it. It's a stress reliever for me. And, like some people say, if I didn't have yarn, people might get hurt. Seriously. Because I'm just like that. Yeah. If I didn't have my yarn, watch out. Yeah. It's, I don't know. What did Mikey's mom said that um, it was like her therapy, or it helped her with her depression. And I definitely can tell when I knit and crochet like no tomorrow that, something in my life or something in my mood or whatever is down. When, when I'm in a mood or something and I just, yarns. I'm not a people person. I'm not an outward person. I mean, yeah, here I am. But out in the public, I'm not an extrovert. I don't talk a lot. I don't really have any, I know this is a downer, but I don't really have any friends per se. And all of my childhood friends don't live in the state that I live in. And so I have people that I'm acquaintances with, people that I know and that kind of thing, but not really any, best friends or friends. I'm not that type of person. And I'm perfectly fine with just being by myself. But when I'm in a crowd, I've always throughout my childhood, I've always felt, if you don't like me for me, then I'm fine with that. So yeah, and hopefully this isn't too long, and I'm not rambling on forever. And the snoring that you hear, if you can hear it, is Zoe, our beagle. She's 8, I think. But and then there's poor Carmen on her phone. But yeah, so hopefully everybody's having a good, or had a good week, and is feeling better and warm and dry, and have a good holiday, whatever your holiday is. And yeah, so hopefully this isn't too long and I can upload it. And yeah, so have a great weekend and a good holiday, and may God bless you.